Hi neighbors, I hope you're all doing fantastic. Today I am making two simple, easy, delicious, frugal casseroles. These recipes are so easy to put together, you're going to love it. The first one I'm going to call it Savory Biscuit Tuna Casserole. That's what I'm going to call it, okay? Now, I'm putting double the amount on top of the savory biscuit that I'm going to make. And this biscuit, oh my gosh, you're going to love it. You can use tuna, you can use chicken, you can use whatever you like. I'm going to chop up one medium onion and one bell pepper. I'm going to dice it up, put it in this bowl with 2 cans of tuna that I drained and rinsed off. Like I said, I'm doubling the topping for my biscuit, just because we like a loaded biscuit tuna casserole. You can even call it that. Call it whatever you want. And tweak it the way that you want. You're going to love it. Whatever you do, I promise. That you do you're going to love it, right? Now I'm mixing all this together. And I'm going to add a bit of seasoning to it. Just to add the seasonings that you enjoy. I'm basically just going to use salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. Because after this biscuit is baked, you can put, like, if you like mayonnaise or mustard or things like that, you can go right ahead. You could even add a little bit of squeeze and Dijon to this, and Dijon mustard or granulated mustard, and it'd be really good. Like I say, these recipes are just ones that I used to do years ago, and I thought, why not share them and bring them back to the table? Because we did love them, and they're really frugal. Canned tuna, canned salmon, canned chicken, whatever you want. You could even use, like, if you have leftover shredded chicken and leftover chicken breast, all that will work on top of this biscuit. So now to the biscuits. I'm going to put 1 cup of all-purpose flour in a bowl with 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And now I have some seasonings here. I have a half a teaspoon of salt. I have, say, a fourth of a teaspoon of sage, fourth of a teaspoon of thyme, a fourth of a teaspoon of summer savory or marjoram, or you can use oregano. You could use whatever you like. And also I added 2 teaspoons of dried parsley flakes. Now I'm going to give all this a mix together. You might hear my dog panting in the background. She's pooped. We were out for a good walk, and now she's really tired. She had a big drinky in that, and she's lying on the bed here while I do the voiceover. Anyway, 4 tablespoons of shortening or butter. I'm using butter, and I'm going to put that through the dough until you get kind of like a crumbly mixture in there. You don't have to be too fussy. This is going to work great. I have a 9x9, or you could use an 8x8 or a 9x9 pan, or you could double the biscuit dough and use a full-size casserole dish, a 9x13 if you want. But it's just Graham and I, and we just want to have, enough for us for supper. We get 2 nice good-sized pieces of this, and one will do ya. It's just delicious. You're going to want to. That's the thing. You're going to want another bit of it. So then I added a cup of milk to this as well. I added a half a cup of milk. Scratch what I just said. I added a half a cup of milk, and I formed a dough. My hands are clean. I do editing. And I cut out a lot of parts that you don't want to be bored with, like me washing my hands and wiping the counter and putting stuff away. If I added all that, this video would be so long that I'd put you to sleep. I'm just oiling up my hands a little bit, or you can flour them, or you can even just wet them with oil if you find that the dough is sticking to you a bit too much. You're going to press that into the bottom of your pan. You don't have to grease the bottom of your pan. My oven is preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the temperature I like to use. You can go as high as 425 for this and make it a little quicker. But I like 375 because the meat is cooked. You're just cooking the biscuit and warming up the toppings that you're putting on. But look at the amount of toppings, like I'm telling you. You could go 9x13 double biscuit dough and use the same amount that I used. Or you can half it and use like half an onion, half a bell pepper, and 1 can of tuna, right? Put your seasonings on it that you want. So my oven is preheated. I'm going to pop that in there, and that will take if you're depending on your oven, but it's going to take about 25 to 35 minutes, okay? Check it at the 25-minute mark. And if it's nice and browned on the bottom, I'm going to show you when I get that out. Popping it in the oven first, though, because it do got to bake up nice and delicious. So pop that in there, put my timer on, and then I come back, and voila! I'm going to show you the bottom. Oh, sacre bleu. It looks so good. I tell you. Hurry up, Jerry. Pick that thing up and show them. There it is. There's the bottom. Nice and golden brown. Now, if you leave this sit for 5-10 minutes, or even 5 minutes, just leave it sit. It's easier to cut from the pan. I just wanted to get it up there, out of there, I just wanted to get to it. I just wanted to get to eat and show you guys this deliciousness. But I ended up with a few crumbs left in the bottom there. But I just scooped them up and I put them on top. No waste. But you are going to love it. Graham and I absolutely love this dish. We used to make it, oh gosh, we were like in our 20s and 30s and we made this quite a bit. So, like I said, I've been sitting down and I've been thinking, groceries are expensive. People are going to want frugal dinners or frugal lunches, suppers, whatever. And I thought this is a good one. Now, my husband, he likes ketchup, mustard, hot sauce, and mayonnaise. You can even top this with cheese in the last few minutes as it's baking, and then you can have the cheese melt on top if you want to do that. But we like it this way. Okay, and there you go. There's Graham's piece. Here's mine. Going to have a little tasty poo. And what is it? It's delicious. Now I'm going to get on to the next one. And the next recipe is called, it's called Easy Casserole. Tuna, easy tuna casserole. 2 cups of uncooked pasta, okay, macaroni I'm using. Boiled water, I got a little bit of salt in there. I'm going to throw my pasta in it. I'm going to cook it up. There it is, bubbling away. And then I did end up, I'll show you 1 second. There, you need 2 cans of tuna, 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, okay. Now, you could use cream of chicken, you could use cream of celery, whatever you feel like doing. And I threw the 2 cans in with the macaroni, and I'm folding all that through there. I'm making the amounts of these ingredients nice and simple to remember. 2 cups of macaroni, 2 cans of cream of chicken or cream of celery or cream of mushroom soup. Now, my bowl is too small. I'm going to end up having to put it in the pan and mix it in the pan. Greasing up my pan, 9x13 casserole dish. And my oven is preheated, again, to 375. It's my favorite cooking temperature. And I'm looking, I'm like, there's not enough room. I got to add 2 cans of drained and rinsed tuna. Like I say, you can change these up. We're using tuna. They were on sale for 99 cents a can. So we grabbed some. So there's a few tuna recipes here for you. Put that in. Mix her all about. How is everybody doing? Please comment down below if you like these recipes, and please let me know where you're from. Introduce yourself. You're my neighbor. And if you're not my neighbor, won't you be my neighbor? And also, I have 2 cups of frozen peas that I thawed. They're kind of thawed. I rinsed them off. They're kind of thawed. The peas are going to give you like some more fiber. They're going to give you some more protein. If you want to skip them, you can skip them. You can use frozen mixed vegetables. That would work just fine. You can use you can put spinach, whatever you feel like, just to add a bit more nutrition to the dish. Of a bowl. Don't ask me what I was thinking. Now I'm putting my frozen peas that kind of stuck together, even though I rinsed them, and give them a little bit of a smash about so that they get broken up in there. There we go. Hit her, Jerry. Get her. Get in there. There we go. Now, this one I am going to put in for a certain amount of time. And now I got seasoned breadcrumbs. I'm using half a cup of seasoned breadcrumbs. And I'm going to sprinkle that all about Put it all over the top of it. Add more flavor and deliciousness. Then I'm going to add some melted butter that I had. Probably about a quarter of a cup I melted, and just putting that all over, just to give the bread a little bit of crispiness. You could even put crackers, crumble up some crackers and then drizzle it with butter or whatever. You can use breadcrumbs. You can even put just like croutons over the top, and that's really good too, like a nice seasoned crouton that you like, and throw that over the top. Did that before. Then I'm going to take it out, but I'm not done yet. I'm going to put 2 cups of shredded cheese. I'm using a sharp cheddar. You can use mozzarella. You could use anything really that you want that you're going to enjoy. You could use some marble cheese, jalapeno, Havarti, whatever. Mexican, blend of cheese, you can do that. And I'm going to pop that back in the oven. So this is a total time, how long did it take me? About 40 minutes. I baked it for 30 minutes, took it out, and I put the cheese on it and popped it back in for another 10 minutes. And it's really good. It doesn't look all fancy on there. You could have it with a side of salad if you want. You could have, whatever you feel like. You could put some, what do you call those things? Asparagus. You can put some asparagus on the side. Anyway, I'm rambling here. Call me Jerry the Rambler. I love you all. I'm going to have a little tasty poo. And I'm going to thank you all for being here because you're absolutely wonderful. And I'm blessed to have you all. And I'm going to treat this more like a business instead of a hobby. And I'm going to have to work and work and work and get back here and spend some time with you all because it does make my day. Please introduce yourself again. Tell me where you're from. Say hello. Share some recipes maybe in the comments section that you might want me to try. And I will certainly try my best to get to them. And there's our little girl, Freya. Love you all. Peace, love, God bless. Talk later. Bye.